Hey guys, welcome to Alex with Coconuts. So today I'm going to show you how I organize my stateroom for a family of 4 on the Carnival Mardi Gras. Alright guys, so welcome to my stateroom. As you can see, we're sharing this stateroom as a family of 4. I have my 2 teenage boys and my husband and myself. So staying organized and keeping everything off the floor is super important. They did bring down the bunk beds, so my kids are sleeping on these 2 bunk beds. This actually came down from the ceiling, and my oldest son is using the couch here that was transformed into a bed. So this pretty much stays open the whole time that we're traveling. So during the night, my son does use these steps to get up to his bunk bed. But during the day, I like to take the ladder and I just move it out of the way like this so that we have the aisle free during the day and we can walk in and out of the room and not trip over this ladder. Another great thing about most cruises is they have counter space that you can use for storage and for organization. It does come with this big, huge mirror and it's lit up so that you can do your hair and makeup really comfortably. And underneath here, there is a little stool here that you can sit on. Now this stool is actually empty. So at the bottom of the stool, as you can see, this is where we store all our towels for the day. What's cool is that the top of the stool is actually a little tray. So if you turn this over like this, this makes a little table. So if the kids are eating something in the room, they can use this as a little tabletop. Now, since my kids are sleeping here, I decided to dedicate 2 drawers for their specific clothes. Here in the first drawer, what I decided to do with this is I put my medication in here as well as my hairbrush and my jewelry. So everything's easy access. The second drawer here, I dedicated this drawer to my youngest son. So all his clothes are in here except for the things hanging in the cupboard. And this last drawer I used for my oldest son, and he has access to all his clothes here also. Here at the bottom, you do have a little cooler. This is where I put everybody's water bottles. I fill them up daily and just leave them in the fridge so they stay nice and cool. And then I use these 2 shelves for storage. So the top shelf is all the electronics, the iPads, and all our charging wires. The second shelf here I'm using for all my hair products, so like my hair dryers, my curling irons, and all that. Then on the counter here, I do have my makeup because this is what I use every day, so I just left it out. And this is my bag of sunscreen, and I just grab this as I leave the room. I put it in my beach bag whenever I'm heading out for an excursion or I'm heading to the pool. Now, even though you have quite a lot of plugs here, so you have 3 regular plugs here and 4 USB plugs, but I still like to travel with a small little power strip. This is a travel one, and what I like about this one, it comes with a long extension cord, so if you want to plug something in a little further down, you can. And basically, as a family of 4, we do have quite a lot of phones and electronics that we like to charge, so we seem to use all the plugs that we have. But if you do bring a power strip like this, just make sure that it's a non-surge power strip, because if it is, they won't let you onto the cruise with it. I also have my sunglasses here and my reading glasses. So this also I leave on the counter so that I have quick access to it. Now, what I like to do with all the paperwork that I receive every day, they do give you like different flyers and different information every day. I like to bring these little clips that are magnetic. Now, all the walls on cruises, they're all made of metal, so you can bring magnets to hold up anything pretty much. So I like to bring these little clips here, and that's where I like to store all my paperwork on the wall to keep my counters clean. I also travel with these magnetic hooks. Let me try to get this off. Forget it. Come a bit closer, you can see it a bit better. These hold up to 100 pounds, so they do hold quite heavy bags and stuff. I hang bathing suits, I hang dresses, I hang my bags. So anything that I want to keep off the floor or keep off the counter, I like to hang it on the wall. Here in the corner, I did bring 2 laundry hampers. They're pop-up hampers. And basically why I decided to bring 2, I brought one for my boys and one for myself and my husband. And that one I keep next to the cupboard near our clothes, and this one I keep near the boys' beds. So when they undress at night, they can just throw their dirty clothes in here, and it keeps it off the floor and off the countertops. So as you can see, this is where my husband and I are sleeping. This is a queen size bed, and there is a night table on each side of the bed, as well as a little night light, and it comes with a USB plug on each side. So that's pretty practical. And what I like to travel with is this little charging station. This is a travel one. So it comes in this cute little square like this. You open it up, and at night, I'm able to charge, you know, my Apple Watch as well as my phone, and even a pair of headphones. So I like to carry this with me on cruises, and I like to keep it right here, and that way I can charge all of my stuff at night and have quick access to it during the evening. I also like to bring a little backpack like this. This is great for excursions. It's small, it's lightweight, it's waterproof, and I like to hang it here and just keep it ready. So every time I have an excursion, everything's in there, and I just grab it and go out the room. Another trick that I use is I use a little shoe rack like this. I just hang this on the bathroom door, and as you can see, I use this for storage for pretty much everything, like sunglasses. Here we have my husband's belt. I use it for snacks for the kids. My kids keep their games and their stuff in here. Especially if you have really young children, this is really great to have, just because you can store a bunch of toys and all kinds of stuff in here and get them off the floor. Carnival does offer quite a lot of storage for a family of 4. This room has 2 cupboards, 2 separate cupboards with lots of storage space. The first cupboard here is my cupboard. This is the one I use for myself. Now, on this side, I like to just hang all my purses that I use on a daily basis. And then I'll use the shelves here to store like my clothes. I'll usually even keep some of the stuff in the packing cubes. It just keeps it clean and organized and divided on my shelf. And then all my shoes are at the bottom here, so they're out of the way and nobody's tripping on them inside the room. Now here I like to hang all my dresses and all my blouses. Since we don't have access to irons or steamers on the cruise, it's really important to hang your clothes as soon as you get into your room. I like to hang my clothes, and I spray them with this little wrinkle release spray, and this will get rid of all the creases in my dresses. That way I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the trip. The cruise line does provide you with lots of different hangers, so you could just ask for more if ever you run out. But personally, I like to travel with these hangers. These are little travel hangers that I always travel with. They're basically, they fold up into this super small size. I put a bunch of these at the bottom of my suitcase. And what I like about these is they have these little hooks, and they're great for my dresses so they don't slide off and, you know, end up on the floor. So I like to bring a few of these with me. So another great little trick when you're traveling. And here on this side of the cupboard, there is a full-size mirror, so, you know, before leaving the room, if you want to see how you look, you have a full-size mirror, which is really practical. Now, on this side, my husband and my kids are using this side of the cupboard. Here, this is where I hang all of my husband's and kids' suits, and my husband is using the shelves here as his storage bin, so he has all his t-shirts, his shorts, his jeans, his pants are here. And in the bottom shelf here, this is where he keeps his shoes and his socks and his undergarments. Now, we use this shelf on this side here to keep everything for excursions. So this is where I keep all the microfiber towels, the wet bags. I also keep all my camera equipment here, a fan, anything that's made for excursions. I keep it in this drawer. That way I know exactly where to look when I'm going on an excursion. Now, the bathroom, as you can see, most bathrooms on cruise ships are pretty small. There's not that much storage. You do have these 2 shelves, and you do have a little bit of counter space here. So I'll leave what we want to access daily on the shelves here, and the stuff that I access a little less, I'll put it here in my hanging toiletry bag. This is basically a hanging toiletry bag that I got on Amazon. It folds up into this cute little bag like this, but then once you get to your stateroom, I hang this on the door of my bathroom, and since the windows are clear, you can see what you want to access, and it makes it really easy to access your things while you're in the bathroom. So super great little thing to have. Another thing I recommend traveling with is a little toilet spray like this. This is the company Poo-Pourri, and you spritz a couple of spritz of this in the toilet before you go, and it ensures that everything smells nice. Kind of important when you're sharing a bathroom, especially with 3 other boys. The shower is a pretty good size for a cruise ship, and it comes with a glass door, which I really appreciate. But what's fun is that they do give you a clothes hanger here to hang like wet bathing suits, and it drips into the shower and not outside in our stateroom. Now, the cruise does come with their own hooks. So this is where I like to hang, you know, wet towels when I'm done showering. Just because the inside of the bathroom has very limited space, I just put the wet towels on the outside. That way, you know, they're not taking up space in that small bathroom. Another trick I like to do is I like to bring these little towel clips. I use these on the top decks to clip on my towels onto the chair so they don't fly away. But what I like to do is I get back in the room and I just like to hang my wet bathing suits and towels out here. I clip them on to make sure that they don't fly away, and I just let them dry out here in the sun, and then I can bring them in at night and they're all dry by the time I bring them in. Okay guys, so these are all my tips and tricks to stay organized when you're sharing a stateroom as a family of 4. I hope you liked this video. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them best as I can. I would really appreciate if you take the time to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you did get any value from this video. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you next time. Happy travels. Bye.